All right, y'all, we're gonna diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, look at it, see if it's making any of the 3 pre-click mistakes, see if I believe it's got BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Boudoir low click syndrome, BLCS, is when the unique CTR of an ad is under 6%. So we all know unique CTR is how many women out of 100 click anywhere on our ad, aka they didn't scroll on by. Just keep scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. We actually got them to click somewhere on our ad. We care about this because we know if a woman clicks on our ad, then our ad has entered, or, our Boudoir Facebook ad, our ad has entered her brain. And if our ad has entered her brain, that's the only way she could possibly buy from us, literally. If our ad doesn't enter her brain, 0% chance she buys. If our ad doesn't enter her brain, non-0% chance she buys. So this is literally the most important metrics in Facebook ads. And then, well, I would say number 2. Number 1 would be conversions, obviously. I would say this is, but this is the best one we can leverage to increase our conversions by increasing it. So we got BLCS there on the bottom. We're building our universe. Unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Although every Boudoir Facebook ad I've tested, has been under 6%, is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. And we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we can see our universe taking shape here. The BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. This is where we leave the original Facebook ad, Boudoir Facebook ad, off or running, whatever. We actually duplicate it. We treat it with Boudoir Pico. We run it for a week to all of our different treatments on it. And then we keep whichever one is winning, aka whichever one's unique CTRL is above 6%. And once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. And that's, we'll know that because our unique CTRL will be above 6%. Pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain energy boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. So we're getting our ads into, again, more than 6 out of 100 women's brains. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain energy boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe, BLCA with BLCS, caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treat that with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment, which results in us being a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain energy boost. And some numbers from my residency. So first ad, I went just plucked it out, out of ones that I saw. Unique CTRL 4.3%, so about the ad was getting to about 4 out of 100 women's brains. So we know, okay, BLCS is present. So I went and duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So about, ad was now getting into about 7 out of 100 women's brains. So we found out that 37% of ad spend was being wasted. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, can actually decrease our ad spend by $3,700 a month and get so saving 40K, like literally 40K in 1 year, and get our ad into the same number of women's brains. Save 40K, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains. All right, next, second one in my residency, plucked it out, tested it, unique CTRL 1.39%. So since unique CTRL is below 6%, we know that BLCS is present. So I went and duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. and got unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So basically from, all right, going into 1 out of 100 women's brands to now, all right, getting into 9 out of 100 women's brands. So in this case, if they were spending, well, we found out they're wasting 84% of their ad spend every month and, every year. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, $8,400 just going out the window. So now with the, the Boudoir Facebook ad treated with Boudoir Pico, instead of spending 10K a month, we can spend simply $1,600 a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brands. All right, and here's a patient I had. His unique CTRL of his ad was 5%, 5.03%. Okay, unique CTRL is less than 6%, which means BLCS is present. So I said, all right, I treat this stuff. So I duplicated his ad. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And got the unique CTR up to 15.35%. So instead of 5 out of 100 people, or instead of getting our ad into 5 out of 100 women's brands, we're getting his ad into 15 out of 100 women's brands for the same ad spend. But now this tells us that 67% of the ad spend is being wasted. So if he is spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can reduce his, cut his ad spend by $6,700 a month, whatever that is, 80 grand for the year. And we can get his ad, his Boudoir Facebook ad, into the same number of women's brands. So the average that I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And I mean, just look here, 37%, 84%, 67%. What's the average of that? 50 to 60%. So, that's again, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, they are, that's 5 to 6 grand a month being wasted. So that could be saved with, in 1 week with Boudoir Pico treatment, saving them 60 to 70K in the first year. So now let's get to this one. See if I feel it's got BLCS. All right, so start looking below the creative. Yeah, we got below creative cluster. False belief that causes us make this mistake is A, we did not even know below creative cluster was a mistake to make. And B, Facebook is telling us to put all this stuff below here, below the creative. And it makes sense because it makes more women scroll on by, so Facebook can serve more ads per unit time. But it does not earn us any more money. It earns Facebook more money. So yeah, we know the consequence of making this mistake. More women scrolling on by than necessary. So that means our ad is not getting into their brains. We're wasting, every time that happens, we wasted money, wasted money. All right, next look at the creative. Okay, yeah, it looks like an ad mistake. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is A, yeah, we don't really know any better. Don't even know we're making a mistake. Just throw it up, test things out, see what happens. And B, well, we're believing that an ad should look like an ad, because if we see ads on billboards or telephone poles, newspapers, they all look like ads. So it's kind of been conditioned to believe ads should look like ads. But the consequence of this is more and more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad. Our ad does not enter women's brains. All right, and 3, we'll look at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So here we go. Capturing the memories you'll treasure forever, offering a wide array of photographic. All right, yeah, lack of context. It's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is A, again, we did not even know we didn't even know lack of context mistake was a mistake for us to make. And B, we've seen other Boudoir Facebook ads like this, so everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, in all the Boudoir Facebook ads I've tested, 100% of them have had Boudoir Pico. I mean, BLCS, unique CTRL under 6%. So yeah, I have seen people wasting tons of money. And so Yes, I do believe the unique CTR of this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, or is under 6%. So I believe, yes, it does have BLCS. So if you're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, from the numbers I got here, about half that's being wasted right now. So 5 grand a month, 60K in the next year. So if you want to have your Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS treated with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and save about 60K in the next year, eliminate that wasted Boudoir Facebook ad spend, then I am opening up slots for patients the last day of this month. My DMs are closed right now, but I am opening up. My DMs will be open the final day of this month for new patient intake. I'll go and talk through a situation, see if I can even help you.